Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Talk in English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Liam. We're really happy you're here with us today. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video.
We're here to help you practice English in an easy and fun way. Today we're learning how to talk about hobbies in English in a natural conversation, like friends chatting over coffee.
All right, ready? Let's go. Grab a coffee and let's chat.
Okay, hobbies are such an easy topic, but people still get stuck.
Yeah, because the question sounds simple, but you want to answer naturally.
Exactly. Someone asks, "What do you do for fun?" And your brain goes blank.
Or you answer with one word, like music, and then the conversation dies.
Right. So today we'll practice how to keep it going.
Let's start with the most common questions you'll hear. What do you like to do in your free time?
Do you have any hobbies?
What are you into these days?
That one is very natural. What are you into is like what interests you.
And you can answer with, I'm into, followed by a hobby. I'm into photography.
Or I'm into working out. I'm into cooking. I'm into reading.
Another common one is, what do you do on weekends?
And hobbies connect perfectly to that.
Exactly. You can say, on weekends, I usually, and then talk about your hobby. Let's talk about the difference between hobby and interest.
An interest is something you like or care about. A hobby is something you actually do.
Great distinction. You might be interested in space, but your hobby might be stargazing or reading about it.
Or you might be interested in fitness and your hobby is going to the gym or running.
Another very common phrase is, I picked up.
I picked up painting during the pandemic.
Pick up means start learning something new, often casually.
And if you stop doing it, you can say, I fell out of the habit.
That's a good phrase. It means you stopped doing it regularly.
Okay, let's do a quick example. If someone asks you, do you have any hobbies? What do you say?
Yeah, I do. I'm really into...
Perfect. Or I have a few.
And then you name 2 or 3. That sounds natural.
So, Liam, what would you say your main hobby is right now?
Honestly, it changes, but lately I've been getting back into cooking.
Getting back into is such a good phrase. It means you used to do it, stopped, and started again.
Exactly. I used to cook more, then life got busy, and now I'm trying again.
That's super relatable. People often say, I'm trying to get back into reading, or I'm trying to get back into the gym.
Another phrase I use is I'm on a kick.
Oh, yes, like I'm on a running kick. It means you're really into something for a period of time.
It's like a phase, but not in a bad way.
Right, it's more like a strong interest right now.
Let's list a few common hobbies people mention in small talk. Reading, working out, cooking, baking, hiking, photography, gaming, drawing, playing an instrument.
Also, watching movies, watching sports, traveling, and learning languages.
Learning languages is a big one for this audience.
And a natural way to say it is, I've been working on my English.
Working on means improving little by little.
Now, learners sometimes mix up play and do.
True. In English, you play sports and instruments.
You play soccer, you play tennis, you play the guitar, you play the piano.
But you do activities like yoga or martial arts.
You do yoga, you do Pilates, you do jujitsu.
And you can go, too. Go running, go swimming, go hiking.
That's a simple pattern that makes you sound more natural.
Also, I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it.
That sentence is perfect for hobbies because hobbies don't need to be impressive.
Exactly. You're doing it because it's fun or relaxing.
People also talk about hobbies as stress relief.
It helps me unwind.
Unwind means relax after stress.
Like after work, you want to unwind, so you watch a show, you cook, you read, you go for a walk.
Okay, let's practice a longer answer that sounds like real conversation. If someone asks you, what do you like to do in your free time?
Honestly, I like a mix of things. I'm into cooking lately, and I also like going for walks and listening to podcasts.
That sounds super natural. It's not too polished, it's human.
Let's talk about reading as a hobby because it comes up a lot.
Yes, and people often say, I'm a big reader,
That means you read a lot.
or I'm trying to read more. That sounds realistic.
When talking about books, the natural question is, what are you reading right now?
And you can answer with, I'm reading, or I just started,
I just started a new book.
or I'm in the middle of a book.
In the middle of means you haven't finished yet.
Another phrase is, I couldn't put it down,
That's a great one. It means the book was so good you didn't want to stop reading.
or it's a page turner.
Page turner means the story is exciting and you keep turning pages.
If the book is boring, people say, I can't get into it.
Can't get into it means you can't feel interested, you can't connect with it.
And if you stop reading, you can say, I gave up on it.
Or I dropped it. That's casual.
Now, another common hobby is fitness.
People ask, do you work out?
Workout means exercise.
You can answer, yeah, I work out a few times a week.
A few times sounds natural, and you don't have to be too specific.
Another phrase is, I'm trying to stay active.
Stay active means keep moving, not being sedentary.
It's a nice phrase because it doesn't sound extreme.
And there are hobbies that are more creative: drawing, painting, crafts, DIY projects.
DIY means do it yourself.
People say, I'm into DIY, or I like doing DIY projects at home.
And crafts is a broad word, making things with your hands.
Cooking and baking can also be hobbies, not just daily tasks.
People say, I love baking on weekends.
Or I'm trying new recipes.
Trying is a great word for hobbies because it sounds relaxed, you're exploring.
Okay, we should talk about the social side of hobbies.
Like joining groups, classes, clubs.
Exactly, because hobbies can help you meet people, especially if you're new in a city.
And that leads to really useful phrases like, I joined a class, I signed up for a workshop, I'm part of a group.
I feel like hobbies are also a great way to make friends because they give you easy conversation.
Totally. If you meet someone new, you can ask, so what do you do for fun?
And then you can follow up with, how did you get into that?
Get into means start becoming interested in something.
Like, how did you get into photography?
Or what got you into running?
If someone answers with a hobby you also like, you can say, no way, me too.
Or that's awesome, I'm into that too.
Or, I've always wanted to try that.
That's a great phrase when you don't do the hobby yet, but you're curious.
Another useful phrase is, I'm a beginner.
I'm still a beginner, but I'm enjoying it.
That sounds humble and natural.
Let's talk about photography as an example. People say I take photos or I'm into photography.
And you might ask, do you use your phone or a camera?
Because a lot of people do photography with their phone now.
And if they use a camera, you can ask, what kind of camera do you use?
Even if you don't know much, it's friendly conversation.
Another hobby people talk about is music.
Like, I play guitar, I'm learning piano, I sing.
And I'm learning is super common for hobbies.
Because hobbies often involve learning without pressure.
Gaming is also huge.
People say, I play games, I'm into gaming, I'm a casual gamer.
Casual means not super serious.
Exactly, and you can ask, what do you play, or what kind of games do you like?
Then they might say, I like cozy games, I like competitive games, I like story-based games.
Story-based is a great phrase.
Another hobby that connects to relaxing is watching shows.
Some people say it's not a hobby, but honestly, it's a common pastime.
Pastime is something you do to pass the time like a hobby.
Great word.
Now, a lot of people feel like they should have hobbies.
Yeah, like there's pressure to be interesting.
But hobbies can be simple: walking, cooking, reading, watching documentaries, listening to podcasts.
Podcast is a very current one. People say I'm really into podcasts lately.
And lately is great for hobbies because it shows it can change.
Okay, let's talk about the vocabulary people use to describe how they feel about a hobby.
Like, I love it, I enjoy it, I'm obsessed, I'm not that into it.
Obsessed is strong, but people use it casually now, like, I'm obsessed with this show.
Right, it can just mean I really love it.
If you want a softer version, you can say, I'm really into it.
Or I'm enjoying it a lot.
And if you don't love it, you can say, it's not really my thing.
That's a supernatural phrase. It's not my thing means it's not for you.
Another one is, I'm on and off.
Like, I'm on and off with the gym.
It means sometimes you do it, then you stop, then you start again.
Very real.
And I fell out of it or I stopped doing it.
Or I used to, which is great for past hobbies.
I used to play basketball, but I don't anymore.
People also describe hobbies as time-consuming.
Time-consuming means it takes a lot of time,
Like learning an instrument can be time-consuming.
or editing videos.
Yes, that's definitely time-consuming.
You can also say it's a nice way to disconnect.
Disconnect means step away from screens, stress, work, notifications.
Like going hiking is a way to disconnect.
Another great phrase, it clears my mind.
Similar to clear my head, it means it helps you think less and relax.
Let's do a realistic chat. I'll ask you what you do for fun, and you answer like a normal person, not like a textbook.
Okay.
So, what do you like to do in your free time?
Honestly, I like simple things. I go for walks, I cook at home, and lately I've been getting into podcasts.
Nice. What kind of podcasts?
Mostly personal development and storytelling. It depends on my mood.
Depends on my mood is so natural.
Mood is how you feel at the moment.
And then I can add my own. I'm into reading, and I've been trying to learn a little bit of photography.
A little bit is perfect. It's realistic and not dramatic.
I want to talk about hobbies that people do alone versus hobbies they do with others.
That's interesting because it changes how you talk about it.
For example, reading is usually solo.
Solo means alone. Great word.
You can say, it's kind of my solo hobby.
And team sports are social.
People say, I play in a league.
League is like an organized group that plays games regularly.
Another social hobby is board games.
People say, we do board game nights.
Board game night is such a cozy phrase.
Cozy means comfortable, warm, relaxing.
And then you have hobbies that can be both, like cooking. You can cook alone, but you can also cook for others.
Or hike alone or with friends.
Or go to the gym alone or with a workout buddy.
Workout buddy is a common phrase. It's a friend you exercise with.
Another fun hobby topic, collecting things.
People collect sneakers, records, books, coins, vintage items.
Vintage means old but valuable or stylish.
And you can say, I'm a collector, or I like collecting.
Now, a lot of people don't call it a hobby, but they enjoy trying new food.
That's a great one. I like trying new restaurants.
Or I love exploring new places to eat.
Explore is a great verb for hobbies and travel.
Another hobby that's really common is learning something new.
Like learning a language, learning to code, learning design.
In English, people say, I'm learning for fun.
That's a nice phrase.
Also, hobbies can be seasonal.
True. People say, in the summer I like, and in the winter I like.
That makes the conversation richer.
Like, in the summer I spend more time outdoors.
Outdoors means outside, in nature.
And in winter, I'm more into indoor hobbies.
Indoor means inside. Great simple word.
Okay, we should include a little story moment because stories make the dialogue feel like a podcast and not like a textbook.
Yes, let's talk about how we started a hobby and what went wrong at first. Okay, I'll share a story. I once tried to get into baking seriously.
Oh no, I feel like this is going to be funny.
It is. I was so confident. I watched a few videos and thought, I can do that.
Classic.
I tried to make cookies and they came out flat, like paper thin.
Paper thin cookies is a crime.
Exactly. And I was like, why are they like this?
That's when you learn baking is science.
Yes. Cooking is flexible, baking is strict.
Strict means you need to follow rules carefully.
And that's a good conversation point. If someone says they bake, you can ask, do you prefer cooking or baking?
Great question.
And people say, I prefer cooking because I can improvise.
Improvise means make decisions in the moment without a plan.
Or, I prefer baking because I like following steps.
Very natural.
Another story. I tried to learn guitar when I was younger.
That's a classic hobby attempt.
I learned a few chords, and then my fingers hurt, and I stopped.
That's real.
So now I say, I tried learning guitar, but I didn't stick with it.
Stick with it means continue and not quit. Great phrase.
And if you do continue, you can say, I've been sticking with it.
Like, I've been sticking with the gym, I've been sticking with reading.
Exactly.
I have a story too. I tried running for a while and I went too hard too fast.
That's common.
I didn't build up slowly and I got sore.
Sore is a great word. It means your muscles hurt from exercise.
So now I tell people I'm easing into it.
Ease into it means start slowly and gently.
That phrase is very useful for any new habit or hobby.
Okay, so now we've got hobby vocabulary, questions, and stories. Next, let's talk about how to respond when someone shares a hobby you don't know much about, because that happens a lot in small talk.
This is important. Sometimes someone says a hobby and you're like, I have no idea what that is.
Exactly. And you don't want the conversation to die.
So you can say, oh, that's interesting. How does that work?
Or, what do you like about it?
Or how did you get started?
Those questions are gold.
Another phrase is, I don't know much about it, but it sounds fun.
That's polite and natural.
Or I've never tried that, but I've always been curious.
Curious means interested in learning more.
And when someone explains, you can react with, that's cool, that sounds relaxing, that sounds intense.
Intense means strong, demanding, high energy.
Like certain sports or competitive hobbies can be intense.
Also, you can connect it to something you know.
Like if someone says, I do rock climbing, you can say, oh, so it's like a full body workout.
Or, is it scary?
Exactly.
Another phrase people use in hobby talk is, I'm not consistent.
Like, I'm not super consistent, but I try.
Consistent means doing it regularly.
That's a great word for hobbies, hobbits, learning English, everything.
And if you want to sound encouraging, you can say, that's awesome, keep going.
Or that's a great hobby.
Or, I love that for you.
That phrase is very modern and friendly. It means you think it's a good thing for them.
But if you want a simpler version, you can say, that's great.
Always works.
Now, let's practice a full conversation where we talk about multiple hobbies, compare them, and ask questions, like a real coffee chat.
Perfect. Let's make it sound like we're genuinely catching up, not reading a script.
So, Liam, if you had a totally free weekend with no responsibilities, what hobby would you spend time on?
Honestly, I'd probably cook something fun and take my time with it.
Take your time means not rush, right?
Exactly. During the week, I cook fast. On a free weekend, I'd make something that takes longer.
That sounds nice, like a slow, cozy hobby.
And I'd put on a podcast or music while I cook.
That's such a vibe.
Vibe is a modern word for the feeling or atmosphere.
Right. You can say it's a good vibe.
What about you?
I'd probably start the day with a walk, then spend time reading, and maybe try something creative, like taking photos.
That's a great mix. Outdoor, relaxing, creative.
I like hobbies that help me disconnect.
Same. Sometimes I feel like I'm always online.
Exactly. And it's easy to lose track of time.
Lose track of time means you don't realize how much time passed.
Great phrase.
Another question, do you prefer hobbies that are productive or hobbies that are just for fun?
Honestly, both. Sometimes I want something that feels useful, like cooking or learning something.
And sometimes you just want pure fun, like watching a show or playing a game.
Exactly. And there's no shame in that.
People also talk about hobbies as a way to recharge,
Recharge like a battery again.
because work can drain you.
Drain means take your energy away.
Here's a good question people ask. Do you have any hobbies you want to start?
Oh, yes, like a wish list hobby.
Wish list is a list of things you want to do or have.
I'd love to learn an instrument one day, but I'd need to actually stick with it this time.
And I'd love to get better at photography, but I always feel like I don't know where to start.
Where to start is such a real phrase.
Okay, I think we covered a lot of everyday English hobbies without making it feel like a lesson.
Yes, and it's the kind of topic you can use in so many conversations, especially when meeting new people, at work, or even when you're just making small talk with a neighbor, because hobbies are one of those topics that feel safe, friendly, and easy to keep going if you have a few good questions and a few natural phrases ready, and if you can add a small story or a reason you enjoy it, even if the hobby is simple, because the goal isn't to impress anyone, it's just to connect and sound natural while you practice. I love this topic because hobbies are such an easy way to connect with people, and the English is super practical.
Yeah, you can use these questions and phrases in real life all the time.
Like, what do you like to do in your free time? What are you into these days? How did you get into that?
And you can answer naturally with I'm into, I'm getting back into, I'm trying to, I used to.
Plus, helpful phrases like, it helps me unwind, it helps me disconnect, I'm not that consistent, and I didn't stick with it.
And you don't need fancy hobbies. Simple hobbies are still hobbies.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. We're really happy you were here with us.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like this video. Turn on the bell so you always get notified when we post a new one.
And tell us in the comments what hobby you want to start and what topic you want next.
Grab a coffee and we'll talk again soon.